we've never been given an equation that we had to write out and solve that it didn't tell us the two sides were equal. It doesn't say twice the number is negative 102. It would be nice if it did. Twice the number. You guys good with that? What does is mean? Equals. Okay. If it said this, easy. We can do that. Not a problem. Okay? It doesn't though. It says that this one is 42 less than this one. They're not equal. Okay? So we've still got to write an equation. We still have to make this come out equal. Okay? So I'm proposing I can do this. Now they really are equal. Those aren't equal. This one's 42 less. But now they are equal. That seem weird? Let me write down a couple numbers here. Isn't this the same situation? Isn't 8 42 less than 50? If I subtracted 42 over here on the right hand side, are they equal now? Okay, so let me show you how we're going to do these. This is the easiest way I've seen how to do it. Okay, what you do is, see this 42 less than bit right here? Whenever it says something is so much less than or so much greater than, you ignore it. Okay, you just block it out like it doesn't exist, and you write down the equation, just this part. Twice the number is negative 102. Now this is a big fat lie. This is not true. Is it? Everyone agree? Not true. But you got to start somewhere. Okay? So what we do is we write down something that's not true and then we fix it. We make it true. Now you guys are all teenagers. Starting with a big fat lie and working from there is not completely something that you're not used to. I can tell by some of your grins, even though you have masks on. Okay, so let's talk about this again. What did I do? I ignored the less than part, right? I wrote down this, even though I know it's not true, and then I made it true. Now, let's talk about this. Could I also add 42 to this side? Would that work as well? That made it true too, didn't it? Okay. But here's the thing. Since it said less than, it's easier to think of subtract something. And when it says greater than, it's easier to think of add something. And if you do it on the far right, it'll always work. Okay? So we always make our adjustment over here on the far right, and it's going to work every time. And then we can solve the equation. See, twice the number equals negative 144. Divide both sides by 2, and the number turns out to be negative 72. 2 times negative 72 is 42 less than negative 102. Is this one 42 less than this one? This one's negative 144. It's 42 less than negative 102. That works, doesn't it? Okay? So let's take a look at another one. Now that you kind of have the idea a little bit. Okay, look down at page 135. Bottom of the page, example 33.4. Gracie Mills, see that example 33.4? Okay.
I don't have the number 135.
You don't have page 135?
Oh yeah, I do. Never mind. I thought it was ripped out. What is it?
Bottom of that page, example 33.4. It starts out and it says 5. See it?
Yeah.
Okay. Gracie's going to start reading, and I'm going to show you how I do these. Okay? So y'all paying attention? Okay, so Gracie, begin reading.
5 times the number.
Wait! 5 times the number. I'm going to write that down. You okay so far? We all good? Okay, okay. Continue. 5 times the number, continue. Stop! She said is. What? What do we do? We put equals. Okay, so keep going.
72 greater than.
Wait! What do we do with the 72 greater than bit? Kinda. Not get rid of it necessarily, but ignore it. We're not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that right now. So 72 greater than. Okay, keep going, Gracie.
The opposite of the number.
How do I write down the opposite of this number?
Negative.
Negative n. Okay, now, is this true? No, it's not really equal, is it? We just wrote down a big fat lie. But we're going to fix it. See, this is just like every teenager's life. This is what you guys do all the time. Okay, so we wrote down our big fat lie. Now we go back. 72 greater. This one is 72 greater. It's bigger than this one. This one's littler. So what can we do over here on the right to make them actually equal? We add 72, which it's not rocket science here. I mean, it says greater than, 72 greater than, so that's plus, right? Okay, now it's actually equal. And this is an equation we can solve. Parentheses, like terms, variables on both sides. Okay, so I'm just going to add n to both sides. Okay, 5 times 12 is 72 greater than the opposite of 12. That's true, isn't it? We did it. See how this is working? Okay, all right, turn the page. Who's going to be our reader? Dane! You looked voluntary. Right there on page 136, example 33.5. You want to start reading that?
If the sum of twice a number and negative 14.
Stop! The sum of twice a number and negative 14. Can we write that? You guys know twice a number. What does sum mean? Add. What are we going to add?
Negative 14.
Do you guys want to put plus negative 14, or can we just put subtract 14?
Subtract.
We don't need to put plus negative 14, do we? What would happen if you did?
You have a double line.
You'd have a double sign, but would it be okay? Yeah, okay. Okay, keep reading, Dane.
Is
Stop!
Is, I heard it too.
Oh, yeah! Right? Okay, continue, Dane.
multiplied by 2.
Now, wait a minute. This whole thing is multiplied by 2. Not just the 2n, not just the negative 14. The whole thing is multiplied by 2. What's that, Ryan?
Thomas said it.
Oh, yeah, but you did this.
Oh,
Parentheses. Good job, Thomas and Ryan. Okay, parentheses. What do you guys want to put the 2? On the far right or on the front? Okay. So there's 2 times that entire sum. Keep reading, Dane.
The result is 12 greater.
Wait a minute. The result is. See, there's 2 is's in this one, isn't there? I thought is always meant equal. So this is multiplied by 2, and the result is. That's the equal one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does is always mean equal? You got to think about it a little bit, don't we? Okay. Keep going, Dane.
The result is 12 greater than.
Stop. What are we going to do with the 12 greater than? Ignore that. Okay, keep going.
The opposite of the number.
Okay, so here's the opposite of the number. So, we just wrote down a big lie. Not true. This one is 12 greater than this, right? How do we make them true?
Add 12.
We just add 12 over here. Now it's equal. So before, this one was bigger by 12. Now they're equal. Now we have an equation that we can solve. So we can get rid of the parentheses. We can add like terms. We can eliminate the variable from one side. We can get rid of our constant. Reduce the coefficient down to a 1, so 1n equals 8. Now, on every one of these, the answer, okay, this is a math book. They're manipulated. We've made these up special for you guys. The answer on every one of these is going to be an integer. If you get an answer here that is like 13/17 or something, that's a good indicator to you that you didn't do it right. You need to go back and try again. Okay? And the reason we do it that way is so that you know when you're not quite doing it correctly. That make you happy, Gracie?
Yep.
Me too. Okay, let's do set 33. Let's go.